Hi, my name is Tony Kovatch, and I'm the artist in residence here at Liberty Bellows in Philadelphia. I want to welcome you back to our series of instructional videos for the piano accordion. In our last lesson, we learned music from the Balkans. Today we're going to switch gears and learn the French Musette waltz, Reine de Musette. The term French musette refers to dance music composed and performed in Paris from the 20s through the 50s. The quintessential dance from this genre is the waltz. In our song of the day, Reine de Musette, which means Queen of the Musette, we get to explore a new key, A major. And everything we play today, there are going to be three sharps, C sharp, F sharp, and G sharp. To play an A major scale, we're simply going to walk from A to A. Today we also get to explore a new row, the F sharp row. The F sharp row is 2 rows above E, so find your E. It usually has an indent or a rhinestone on it, and you're going to jump up 2 rows to your F sharp row. The song Reine de Musette starts with a short introduction that highlights the chord E, which is the dominant of the key. The phrase simply walks from our lower octave E to our higher E, and it has the 3 sharps, C sharp, F sharp, and G sharp. Notice I shift after the G sharp. On those last 3 high octave E's, let's turn that into a chord. We're going to have G sharp on the bottom, D in the middle, and E on top. That spells part of an E7 chord. With the left hand, you're simply going to play an E7 chord on the first beat of each measure, and that will sound just like this. And this is when the real fun starts. You're going to put your 4th finger on C sharp and your 2nd finger on A. You're going to go back and forth between those 2 notes. After alternating between those 2 notes, you're going to alternate between C sharp and G sharp, just like this. Then you do the same thing with F sharp. Together, it sounds like this. So notice the highest note in every measure is our C sharp with our 4th finger, but the other note keeps descending. After that, we're going to play a C sharp and an E. Then we're going to repeat a lot of the same material. Notice I use my 2nd finger on the F sharp here. That's critical to put us in a position to play the next phrase. The next note is an E with our thumb. So here's everything we have so far. At this point, our pattern is going to stay the same, but we're going to shift the whole thing up by 1 note. So our pinky is going to be on D, and our middle finger is going to be on B. Notice the note on top that doesn't shift around is now a D, and we're going to descend from B to G sharp. It's important that you play the G sharp with your 2nd finger so it puts our hand in the right spot for the next phrase. And now we're going to play a crossover. Your thumb is going to play E, your 2nd finger will play D sharp, and then your thumb's going to play E again. So there's your crossover. Then you're going to play F sharp, G sharp, and F sharp. So the whole crossover looks like this. Then you're going to repeat that. And we resolve down to an E. So that whole crossover section sounds like this. So now let's add our left hand to everything we've played so far. So after our short introduction, you're going to play an A major waltz pattern for 6 bars. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then you're going to switch to E7 for 9 bars. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Then you're going to go back to A. 1, 2. So nobody likes to count. So instead, let's listen to how these chord changes fit the ends of phrases. There are only two switches, from A to E and from E back to A, and both of them happen at the end of a phrase. At this point, we're going to repeat the first phrase at the beginning of the song, which highlights an A major chord. This next phrase is really interesting because it's going to highlight an F-sharp 7 chord. It's going to start the same way as our A major phrase, but you're going to put your thumb on a G natural here. Then you're going to do a crossover move where your second finger plays the F-sharp, your thumb plays the F natural, and then you go back up to the F-sharp. So that's going to look like this. At this point, we're going to highlight an F-sharp major chord. These first three notes are going to spell an F-sharp major chord: C sharp, A sharp, and F sharp. The whole phrase looks like this. Notice I have to cross over to play that D at the end. So those two phrases together look like this. This last phrase is kind of like the grand finale of the tune. You're going to play lots of arpeggios, and each note of each arpeggio is going to be played twice, just like this. We're going to start with a B minor. So we're going to play B, D, and F sharp, but we're going to play each one twice. So play that arpeggio, then reach up to the C sharp with your pinky. Then we're going to do a similar move starting on C sharp. That's going to be C sharp, E, G sharp, B. And then we're going to descend and go B, A, F sharp, C, just like this. Then you're going to stop on the C sharp and only play it once, and then hold an E, then a B, and then an A to end the song. So here it is again. So the chords in the left hand for this section largely follow what's happening in the right hand. So that's going to be 4 measures of A major, 2 measures of F sharp 7, and 2 measures of B minor. When we start the arpeggio section, you're going to play 2 measures of B minor, then 2 measures of A major, then 2 measures of E7, then 2 measures of A to finish the song. So the whole section will look like this: A, F sharp 7, B minor, A, E7, A. A very characteristic move to do in Musette waltzes is on the very last chord of the song you're going to play a walking bass line, which follows an arpeggio. Just like this, you're going to play A, E, C sharp, A. Notice that our counterbass C sharp is right in front of the A button. So it forms a small triangle. Alright, let's put it all together. At this point, the song continues to work through several other sections, which I strongly encourage you to learn in your free time once you've mastered this section. Join us next time as we explore techniques for playing gypsy jazz. Thanks for watching.